So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Hines. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Mike 54. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be shy.
They run with Hines, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Let's put him on the buses. That's good.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And Myers able to knock it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Move. Shoot.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Hands up. Larry. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. There you go. 57's Mike. All day. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 2nd and inches, Dalton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. A Bengal 1st down on the 16-yard pickup there.
A gain of 16 yards.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On 1st down, Mixon, and an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 26 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosion.
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch the flag.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
57. Double time. 3 down.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the toss, Mixon. It's a room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for Cincinnati. 48 yards on the ground.
1st down, Bengals.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Dalton. Green brings it in. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the 2nd half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. Quandre Diggs there defensively. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. and that will swell the lead to 16. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Now it's Wilson. That one going to be complete to David Moore. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Hey, Haywood.
Dalton. Open man is Ross, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Come on. 368.
They'll run on first down. Nixon, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now on 2nd and 16. Dalton, he goes full extension, and he's got it.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Hey, go 368. Hey, over.
third down, a shot here for Dalton. Airing one out for Boyd. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They begin the drive with Hines. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Hey, 0-0-0. Switch.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. So Mike's number one.
Now it's Wilson. He's got Adams on the hookup. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Right there, 54 Mike. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Run left. Hey, alert.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Run for Mike. Watch more. No gain on this defense. No gain.
Throwing again here. Wilson completes it to Dixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run. Go. Check three.
Again, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
54, right there. 54 Mike. Gun. Mike's 54. 54. Watch the run.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
When's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Geno Atkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Check.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 1st down, Mixon. Well, I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Silver.
On 2nd and 11 now, Dalton. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd
Mike's 50.
The Seahawks, 36-yard line.
From the 36, Dalton. Finding Green complete.
Dalton's pass complete to A.J. Green. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now Joe Mixon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they run with Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. The toss play to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch one. Watch one. You must be dreaming.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll buy some time right. And it's incomplete. Broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there.
Friday.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On second down, it's Hines. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons we like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They run again with Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now here's Michael Dixon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taken in at the 11. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Mixon. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead will swell by one more. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Hines, pretty move. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason.